What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Freak Easy Gaming, and welcome back to another video. Now guys, as you could tell, I am a little sick today, so I do apologize if I sound congested or weird or I mispronunciate some of the words throughout this whole video. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about, is Bethesda abandoning Fallout and the Elder Scrolls franchise? Now, I've been online recently and I've been looking, at forums and stuff like that. And I've been seeing a lot of talk about Bethesda possibly abandoning the Elder Scrolls and the Fallout franchise after Fallout 4 is said and done with, after all the DLCs come out for Fallout 4. Now, the reason why some people think this or thought this is because not too long ago, Todd Howard actually made a statement saying that Bethesda is working on 3 new games. And it actually reads this: "We are doing 3 longer-term projects," Howard said. "We'll talk about them in future. They are different from anything we have done before, while also being a Bethesda-style game." Now, this could mean a lot of things. That doesn't mean they are working on 3 totally new titles. Yes, it does suggest that they are going to be new titles. However, it doesn't say that they are going to be new titles. It says they're just going to be different than anything they've done before. And that could mean a lot of things. Todd Howard said Fallout 4 was going to be different from other games. And it's possible that those games are coming out, but with major changes to them. Maybe settlement building, maybe all the stuff people don't like about Fallout 4. Maybe they'll improve that in the next games. And that's what Todd Howard means. Todd Howard also had this to say in another interview after the first interview, where he apologized for saying the number of games that they were working on. "I should have never said that a number because we have so many things. You could add it up in different ways," he said. "You say it's bigger or smaller. They're a long way off. I think the larger point was no one should expect to hear about these games anytime soon. We always overlap projects. We just have more going on now than we had before." Now, if you guys don't know what Todd Howard meant by we have more going on now than we had before, basically Fallout 4 is getting more DLCs, so they are still working on Fallout 4. And that's because, according to Bethesda, they are going to make more DLC content than they originally planned. And it's about $60 worth of more DLC content that they are going to make. So that is pretty crazy. That's almost another game worth of DLC content price-wise. So I'm very excited to see what Bethesda is going to do with Fallout 4. Now, I could see how a lot of people might mistake this for him saying that they're working on 3 new titles. And I could see a lot of people mistaking this for like, oh, they're working on 3 titles right now, 3 new titles. That's not like what they worked on before. Maybe it's something different and it's not another Fallout game or an Elder Scrolls game. Now, the Elder Scrolls and the Fallout games are the bread and butter of the company. It's what brings in the company the money. It's what gives them great feedback from us, and it makes us happy. Now, I highly doubt that they're going to get rid of Fallout or the Elder Scrolls for the next couple years. Now, eventually it would come back, obviously, but I highly doubt that they are going to release 3 new games, because if Bethesda was to release 3 new games, and they release games about maybe every 7 years, maybe every 4 years at the minimum. So if they released a game every 4 years at the minimum, and let's say they had to release 3 new titles, so 4, 8, and 12, so that means it would be 12 years before we even seen the next Fallout or the Elder Scrolls game, which I don't think the company would wait for at all. Maybe 16 years, because you have 4 years to wait after Fallout 4 for this new game that would supposedly come out. And after that new game number 2 would come out another 4 years later. And then another 4 years later, new game 3 would come out. And then another 4 years later, obviously, another Bethesda Fallout game or the Elder Scrolls game would come out. Now, 16 years to wait for a Fallout game or the Elder Scrolls game would kill the company. We would absolutely be disappointed, because us longtime players of the Bethesda franchise love our Elder Scrolls and we love the Fallout 4, and we don't want to see them go anywhere anytime soon, because there's just so much that could be done with the Fallout franchise and the Elder Scrolls franchise. Now, it is in my opinion that Bethesda is working on 3 titles. However, these 3 titles at the moment are probably the next Fallout game already, probably the next Elder Scrolls, which would probably come out after Fallout 4 is said and done with, and a mystery game. The reason why I say a mystery game is because I think Bethesda is going to do something that they've never done before. So I think that that mystery game is probably going to come out soon, but all three titles are not going to be mystery games. I think these three titles that Bethesda is currently working on are the Fallout games and the Elder Scrolls game, along with the mystery game, well, we've never heard of. So, guys, in my final opinion, no, Bethesda is not abandoning the Fallout franchise or the Elder Scrolls franchise. In my opinion, they are working on one game, which would be the next Fallout already. They are working on the Elder Scrolls game that would come out pretty soon here, within a couple of years. And they are going to obviously be working on a mystery game because Bethesda is only known for working on 2 titles at a time. So 3 titles is probably a Bethesda mystery game, maybe a game we've never heard of, and I'll speculate more about that in a later video. Anyways, guys, hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, remember to drop that like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help the channel grow. Anyways, it's been your boy Freaky Easy Gaming. I love each and every single one of you. I will see you guys right back here tomorrow, and remember, stay freaky.